Welcome to the only podcast for the girls with a Kindle and the boys who are afraid to popcorn read. It's Tried But True, and I'm your host, Jasper. Yeah. Hey. Welcome to the podcast. I kind of regret taking my glasses off because I cannot see right now. Welcome to episode 26 for 2026. Whoa, mind-boggling. I'll be so honest, even though I knew I had to come in today and record this podcast, and I've thought about, I have to come in and record the podcast, I have not thought of a single thing to talk about. Because, quite frankly, this feels weird because I recorded it on a Wednesday, so it hasn't been a week. It's only been like 5 days. Hang on. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. It's been 6 days. Not 7 or 8. Whatever. 8. Ooh. 6, 7. Thought I missed it. So yeah, not really know what's going to happen. So we are really just throwing shit at the wall, as it were. I think we're going to do... I'm looking at something I'm going to talk about. I think I'm going to do another Tried But True segment, but we're actually gonna try and be true about a segment.
Florals for spring, groundbreaking.
And I think I'm gonna actually bring it back, at least for until the end of this season, because actually that's the whole point of the podcast, and it hasn't been about that in a year. So we're trying to bring that back. And also hot topics, but I don't really know what the hot topics are. What are the hot topics? Because I can't talk about Tyler Catastrophe again. I can, but I can't. You know what? I'm going to go on TikTok and just see what I see in those other hot topics. I'll even screen record. Okay, we could talk about deaf people and performative ASL. I don't know enough about that, which is my problem, and I should fix that, but I don't. Oh, I love Ashley. We could talk about our 50-day bender, but again, don't know enough about it. Ooh, Devil Wears Prada content. It's not really a hot topic, but we could talk about weddings, because I did watch a video about those, like, it was from a few years ago, but you know when you discover any person on YouTube to watch, so you watch all their things and they kind of talk about on-topic things, so when you watch it, it's from 3 years ago and you already know all of it and you've already seen it 1,000 times. That's what I've been into. Add Tyler Catastrophe. Sex and retirement villages, where, okay. Young Sheldon content 2 in a row. Get the hell out of my house. Get out. Okay, I haven't seen the movie, so I'm not going to comment on it. Oh, okay. These are the hot topics. 1. We are going to talk about, it's not a hot topic, but we are going to talk about the epidemic. The epidemic, or people calling things the epidemic, but the epidemic of generic white people. I'm just going to say generic people, because I don't want to be the one who brings race into it, because I'm a white person. Okay, so the epidemic of generic people acting like they've come up with hot takes when they have not. When it is the most stale take in history, and they are so obsessed with being on trend that they are no longer on trend. That's the first hot topic. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm not really commenting because I assume it's going to be right here. But getting pregnant is a fear of mine, and I'm not. No, do you know what? I have an irrational fear that I am going to get someone pregnant, as someone who predominantly likes men, and even when I don't, is a perpetual bottom. Right. So I know how sex works, and yet the fear that the masculine person I am, the masculine mass top I am, will get someone pregnant. Haven't really connected those dots quite as well, but we're going to talk about that. So what is it? Epidemic. Hang on. Oh, we'll just add it to here. What was it? Epidemic of basic people acting like their takes are hot. Okay, that's the first one. What's the next one? Why is it all wet and stuff? No idea what that means.
It's honestly a little poetic. Like, I used to get...
Okay, I'm bored. We're not going to find out the answer on TikTok. Yes, I just doom scrolled for 5 minutes. Period. So yeah, that's the first hot topic, and maybe we'll think of the next one in this segment. Transition, which we probably won't have because I can't be fucked up making transitions for midway through a podcast. Okay, our first segment is I don't know, sorry, I just started opening it without, we are trying the Rimmel Oh My Gloss Lip Butter. Oop. The Oh My Gloss Lip Butter in shade 2 Bubblegum. Now, I got this just in Woolies, literally just then, like when I was coming into uni, because I keep seeing people do like Rimmel lip combos, and apparently they're really good. So I had a bit of a look, and quite frankly, when I do buy a lip combo, it's not going to be with my money. It's going to be with my mummy's money when I see her next. So, yeah. But I've heard a lot about Rimmel, and because on sale, it's about $15 for this. No, it was $13 for this. Half price, I think. 30% off. It was on sale for $13, which, in my opinion, is actually like the medium price. Not even the medium, but like a good price. But I don't know, I just don't want to pay that much on sale for something. Like, but anyway, but we're trying this today. So, excuse me.
Excuse me. I didn't mean to.
My pre-existing lip combo, I did have another gloss on, but I decided to take it off and I just have the lip liner on. I have the Essence 8 Hour Matte Comfort Lip Liner in shade 10, the perfect shade, and it quite frankly is the perfect shade. Can't really see it good on camera, but that's it. Admittedly, okay, first of all, funky. Actually, no, I'll actually go through the product. Oh my gosh, lip butter. So it's a scaling triangle, I mean. Plus peptide. I don't want to read the ingredients because they might scare me and I might become a health nut. But yeah, 24 months expiry once opens. I have 24 months to finish this. Oh my god. So I think the idea is that it's a lip gloss, but also a bit of a lip balm, which a lot of things are. But I don't really have any of those because I think skincare doesn't have to be in makeup, and I think it should actually not be in it. You should just have skincare and makeup. I say that as I wear House Labs foundation, which is famously skincare infused makeup. Anyway, let's just try this. First of all, I'm not used to I don't really like applicators like this because that is pretty though. I don't like these applicators. I'm gonna wipe the excess off it. But these applicators, they're meant to be like for your lip, and like I get why they do it. Like I get it, and I understand that people like them. But I don't know. I just prefer a doe foot or whatever. Oh, smells very. Actually, don't mind the smell. It does smell a bit medical. Yeah, have a sniff. Yeah, you know what I mean. Like, I don't mind the taste. It honestly tastes and kind of feels like a lip balm, which I actually don't mind because my lips have been very dry. Because for some reason I went all matte for ages, and it just wasn't working for me. Okay, up close. Okay, I actually like it. It's honestly, the pigment isn't really there. Ooh, there's not really much pigment, which I wasn't expecting. But actually, there is a bit. I actually really like this. Okay, period. Money worth spent. Also, by the way, this lip liner from Essence, I kind of fuck with Essence a lot. I'm sure morally I don't, but I don't want to look into that. Because this was $3.50, not on sale. I love Essence. Quite frankly, when I go to Priceline by myself, I don't want to spend money. So I go in, and I only look at like Essence and stuff that's on sale. And yeah, so I've been getting a lot more Essence stuff. I have this setting spray on it, and apparently it's really good, and I'm trying it today. And it's been working okay. This survived rain. Okay. So yeah, this is the Try But True segment. Probably could have went longer. My thoughts on this. I think if... Okay, obviously I want to see how it wears. So we're going to check back in at the end of the episode unless I forget. The taste, I don't mind. It does feel a bit... maybe a bit minty. But it does feel like a medical grade. Not medical grade, but it does feel like a very intense lip balm, like the ones that really work, but they taste a bit funky. But I don't mind that taste. It doesn't really cling, and I put a bit on. Maybe it did at the start, I didn't really pay attention, but it's not very like gluggy on the lips. Yeah, I actually really like this. So far, it's pretty good. I have been getting really bad into lip glosses. Bad as in good, like deeply. My favorite is the MAC lip gloss, which I have right now. The MAC lip gloss. It's great. It's my favorite lip gloss. It's honestly my perfect colors. Like neutral look. Like this is literally just my lip color, but shiny. This problem is it is like $40, so I don't want to use that every day. That's why I'm getting more. I am interested to see maybe next time, who knows. I want to do either a different color of this or the actual lip gloss or the lip liners. I think I'm going to try and do maybe a full Rimmel lip look soon. Depending on if I go to Priceline and if I want to spend $15 on a lip. No, it's not 15. It's $9, I think, on a lip liner. Half price, if it's still half price when I go on Thursday. But yes, I actually didn't mind that. Yeah, hang on, what's... The only problem I have... And I hate when... Oh, never mind. I was going to say, I hate when a product doesn't have the name of the shade on the actual thing. Like, I think it should be illegal not to have the shade name on the packaging, like on this actual packaging, not this packaging, because A, if you go to a Priceline or whatever, they don't have it in this. This is a Woolies thing. By the way, I bought this all at Woolies. But yeah, so that's also a bonus. I think if you can buy your lip combo at Woolies, that's great. I love that. Or a supermarket. Like I bought mascara today from Woolies. Love it. Anyway, So yeah, those are my thoughts. We'll come back at the end to see how my lips feel and how it wears, because I will say, going through a podcast with a lip gloss really tests that lip gloss. Okay. The hot topics is next. Ooh. Okay, hot topics. Also, I do think we're just going to do a makeup episode, so I think my second hot topic, it's not really a hot topic, but I am going to talk about it, which is the lip. We're going to talk about it first because I don't have a lot to say. The lipstick lesbians. Actually, no. Okay. They're our entry point, okay? We're on the diving board. Lipstick lesbians. That's the diving board. We're about to dive in to the topic of makeup, product experimentation, new products. Every product is the same. Diversity in the market of makeup. Okay. Didn't spend any of my new lip gloss. So as we can tell from that last segment, and also the fact that I wear full face every single episode and pretty much every single day of my life for the past, I'm going to say since October 2024, I've worn makeup pretty much every single day. Like out of, hang on, let me do some math. Actually, it was November. I'm going to say November 1st. November 1st, 2024 to now. How many days? Okay, so in 549 days, I would say 20 of those I have not worn makeup. I'm very intense about my makeup. I love it, whatever. But so I have learned a lot, but I've also, to be honest, just been in love with makeup. In love with makeup. It's my passion. I've loved makeup for years. Like, I am honestly going to say before COVID, but obviously I was a boy, so why would I like makeup? So that was a secret sign. I never talked about it, but it's true. I also just, when I watched it, I would watch tutorials. So I just loved, I don't know why, but I'm fascinated and I love watching people put makeup on. Like, I love watching a Trixie Mattel makeup video because she just puts on her face. It's pretty much the same every day, every time. Love it. And it's not about that. It's about being there and hearing her talk. Anyway, but yeah, so I know about it and I hear a lot about it. And although, yes, I do have full matte, high coverage face every day, I'm aware of the other products, by the way. I just don't really wear them. Although I'm getting into it now. I'm getting into my clean girl era. Last night, as of recording, not last night, but Saturday night, I put this photo on my thing. Is it filtered? Yes. Do I have a lick of makeup on? No, I don't. And now when I don't really have any plans for a day, do you know what my makeup routine is? Concealer, lip stain, lip liner stain, lip gloss, mascara, done. So, you know, I'm a multifaceted girl. But anyway, back to the point. So in makeup, a lot of products come out like every week. It's a new product, but it's almost always the exact same shit. It's almost always a peptide lip gloss, a lip stain, the same shade of blush, same eyeshadows, whatever. But so the lipstick lesbians who are like makeup professionals, who like go in and like, this makeup is bad, this makeup is made in Italy, so blah 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 and blah 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 blah. Whatever, who cares? They started a business where they basically go to manufacturers of makeup, because from what I can tell, the makeup industry isn't just like, Rimmel has a factory They make a lip gloss, they make a lip liner, they sell it. It's more, that does happen sometimes, but it's more, there's makeup factories, they make stuff, they innovate, they create stuff, and companies like Rimmel will be like, yes, I will take that peptide. But they don't just make that, they make a whole range. And one of the things apparently they made is this like eyeshadow putty, which is like, we've just lost footage. Okay, so anyway, so it's like this weird putty thing where like it's eyeshadow and it's not a powder, but it's not a liquid, it's not a cream. And like it got, anyway, they put it out because it's a new thing, but everyone was super critical of it because they were like, hey, so what if it breaks? Hey, so it's not very pigmented. Hey, so what if I drop it? What if I lose the casing? Blah, blah, blah. And then they came under a lot of scrutiny because they're like, you're not really doing anything. Like, all you're doing is testing a product and acting like it's a company and you're making it a subscription, and it's weird. But anyway, and I think the criminalization of that is a bit annoying because now it's going to make it so I do think companies should be encouraged to like, we're testing out this product. If you like it, we'll make it in more colors. We'll make it long standing, stuff like that. I think that is cool and interesting and should be a thing that happens with like unique different products. 'Cause I like unique different products. Like, I have this lip balm that's matte. Period. We should be doing that more. I should actually get another one of those in a different color. Actually, that's a good idea. Anyway, so yeah, I don't know. And actually, I changed my mind. There's actually nothing I want to talk about this with. Hot topic 2. This is the shortest episode ever. Anyway, so episode 2, I think. I have to wait like a. Okay, episode 2. Episode 2, hot topic 2, is when celebrities act like they have hot takes when they're not hot takes and they're actually just out of touch or just don't know. So the first example, which we found on TikTok, was Mitch Curry and his Mitch Curry chat show, which I have talked about before, and how I dislike it because so I look fucking weird as fuck on my phone camera. This is weird. I don't like it. Anyway, so it's like, anyway, I talked about it and I don't really like it because I think his second guest was girl from Hot Ice Cream Girl, Tyra Banks, who I don't like, who I think is acting like she wasn't a major problem with this, like the America's Next Top Model. Yes, it was part of the time and blah blah blah. But Diva, you signed on. It was your idea. You stayed there. You did it, and you didn't say anything the whole time. And now, ironically, the last model show you were the plus size model, which is I find very funny. And now she does Hot Ice Cream, which is just cream. You when you I hate my life. Anyway, so I'm actually gonna have some Powerade. I'm dehydrated and I want to test this out. Survived that pretty well, I guess. Anyway, so, but what I find annoying is that his podcast, part of it, which is so original and so different, and oh my god, next time, podcasting for dummies, we're doing hot take. I think I've actually already done that, never mind. But he does hot takes at the end of the episode, and they write on a card, and it's like the whole post to leave, and it's always the most generic bullshit, and then they're always like, oh my god, yes, yeah. It's like this Subway hot takes, only way less hit. Like the hit rate is so much lower. But like Brittany Broski's Subway take was weird, but it was actually different, and it was actually a hot take where she was like, cocktails glasses, get rid of them. Stupid. I look weird. I don't know how to hold a wine glass. I relate. How the fuck do you hold a wine glass? Do you hold it like this and then ooh? Do you hold it like this? Do you hold it by the stem? I think I generally just go. Because if you're a diva, anything you do is correct in diva. But anyway, but it's always... And by the way, a lot of the people he has on, I actually like and enjoy and think are funny, but these hot takes are just bad always. But I'll be like, what was one I saw? Oh, the one I literally just saw. We don't need any more reboots. Guys, I know. Look, someone had to say it. I think we're doing too many reboots. I think we should have original ideas. Yeah, girl. We all think that. And it's shit like that I just, oh my god, like, it's the most... Okay, so how can we have this person seem relatable and say something that a lot of people would agree with, but would also have some people disagree, to create engagement and to boost ratings and viewers? What can we say? Research and yeah, people don't really like reboots. Okay, we'll talk about that. It's so manufactured and shitty, and so this isn't a hot take. I truly believe this is a take I agree with, which is being talked about and will go well on TikTok. That's always what it is, and I hate it. Also, I just generally don't like celebrity bad takes, like Billie Eilish. She's pissing me off. Shut the fuck up. Go make a shitty song again, okay? Go make Happier Than Ever the shittier intro version. I don't know. Go make... Hey, what if I whispered into a mic, but I was even further away? Hey, what if I pretty much made the same song over and over? Hey, what if I released a song 3 years ago and then got nominated for Oscar this year? Hey, what if I act like a black man when I came out as a lesbian? Hey, what if I do that? Hey, what if I date a really older man and then judge people for judging me for doing that when it's weird, and dressing up as a baby to his old man at a Halloween? Okay, we've lost footage again. Okay, cool, sickening. We're gonna end in a second. But yeah, her current hot take that I really dislike is, if you eat animals, you cannot love animals, or eating animals is inherently wrong, and you cannot be an animal lover and whatever. First of all, shut the fuck up. Who cares? Secondly, even if that's kind of true, and also I will say the meat industry is not great, is ethically not the best thing in the world. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. It's pretty obviously not. But that is not... But like, okay, let's say it's bad and you shouldn't do it. But realistically, if you're fucking poor, if you're not Billie Eilish rich, if you cannot afford expensive substitutes, which most are, Beyond Meat is more expensive than regular meat, tofu is harder to source, all that stuff, and also you might just not like the taste of tofu. Why are you a criminal? Why are you bad? Why are you morally wrong if you cannot afford to not eat meat? Because, like, eating meat, guess what, guys? Sorry, it's healthy for you, and just like most things, in the right proportions. So to act like, I don't know, just to act all superior when her choices are only choices that could be made by a rich person is insane. Because you did not, and yes, she calls out billionaires and stuff. But how much are her concert tickets? Who does she go through? I can guarantee, goes through unethical sources of things and does unethical things and has the money not to do that. But she can judge people who don't have the money to do it and just have to. Right, that makes sense. And then also, in my opinion, the obvious take, the reason I personally don't really think veganism and vegetarianism and stuff really makes a lot of sense. Okay, this is what I'm going to say. I think the farm process of farming cows, having them in awful living conditions and stuff like that is not great. But the fact is, when you say that humans cannot eat animals because it's ethically wrong, you're actually, because you're defending the animals, you're saying, hey, animals deserve safety, deserve not to live horrible lives, all that stuff. You're actually making more of a barrier between humans and animals, because you are saying humans are not animals, we do not live by the same rules. But in reality, humans are animals, and animals eat other animals. We eat other animals. We, unfortunately, are the top of the food chain. And do we have that title unethically? Kinda. But realistically, I don't know. We probably shouldn't be. There should be something above us. Right. And there are things above us. Disease, blah, blah, blah. And we, whatever. But like, we eat cows. We eat chickens. That's the point. We hunted and foraged. We eat both. We're omnivores. You know what I mean? Like, I just think it's insane to act like it's ethically wrong to eat meat when we are meant to eat meat. We are part of the food chain, and we eat other animals below us on the food chain. And then, but we also breed them. We also make places for them to eat, blah, 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 blah. We, if done correctly, which is not really done right now, we actually are meant to contribute. I think if we don't, especially at this point, it's going to make, there's going to be too many cows, there's going to be too many chickens, there's going to be too many whatever else we eat, too many sheep, and then they're going to overpopulate, and then we're going to lose grass, we're going to lose blah, 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 and it's a chain reaction. So I just think it's a dumb take for two reasons. One, you're rich and stupid and don't know anything. Two, you're uneducated and stupid because you don't know how the food chain works. Like, it's common basic biology. And just like it's basic human biology that a man and a woman get married and have kids, not a man and a man, not a woman and a woman, not a horse and a donkey, none of it. None of that happens. It's only a straight man and a straight woman who can be together. Just like only humans are meant to eat chickens and cows and sheep. None of that tofu bullshit, okay? And since I'm on my soapbox, women don't get rights. The gays, not only can they not be together, we should kill them. What are my totally legitimate real takes? I think bloody the environment's fine, mate. Climate change ain't bloody real. It's hot because it's summer, and if climate change is real, why was I freezing my butt off today, huh? Why did I wake up this morning? Bloody 15 degrees, huh? Middle of May. Why was it 15 degrees in the middle of May if climate change is real? Answer me that, liberals. Another thing. I actually can't think of anything else. That's the end of the episode. Thank you for listening to all my takes. They're real. Please, not only listen to them, but intake them and believe in them. Spread them, and anyone who disagrees, hate them, kill them, murder them, pillage them, extinguish them from history, etc., etc. Yeah, that's it. Love you. Bye.